Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Monday, December 23rd at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 52 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 39 degrees with a high of 52 and a low of 28. Welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, pretty pictures, and of course, the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring.
Here are some images of friendship giggle.
Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who see this broadcast when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Alrighty. Hold on a minute. Let me fuss with my other camera here. There we go. I hope everybody's doing well. I'll have my act together momentarily. Maybe not at all. Okay. Now I'm set up. Let's see who's here. Miss Carmen, hello. Sherry, Tammy, Ronnie, Linda. Hello, Linda. We missed you last night. Linda and the three amigos. Uno, Dos, Tres, Linda, Michelle, and Wally. All right. So, the normal format of the broadcast is we have a buddy color from one of my books. This one is from 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, Jubilee. And we're working on While Visions of Sugar Plums Danced in Their Heads. Let me give you a quick shot of the cover. This is the cover if anybody's interested. Now, the reason that I bring this up is because a number of you have said that you're going to buy the book going to color through it and use it as a keepsake to read to kids or grandkids. So that'll be pretty cool. Hey, Thomas. You won't be in tonight. Your back has been very itchy and it's driving me crazy. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, Christmas Eve. All right. Thanks for letting us know. And the second image that I'm doing, this is from Christmas Magic by Ruth Sanderson, and she was nice enough to let us have a copy of it for the group to do the coloring. So last night I was working on her outfit, the candles, the fireplace. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Absolutely love it. Okay. So let's get back to our sugar plum picture. Let me grab my paper towel. Let me fill up my cup here. Gotta have my water. And I need to get the critters out for you. Now, don't forget I will be here tomorrow night, Christmas Eve. And I will also be here Christmas. I'm here 365 days of the year, including all holidays. All right. Now, how's everybody doing today? Win, lose, or draw? Guys, don't forget to hit that like arrow, please. And please share this broadcast. Somebody may wish to drop in while the broadcast is live. Okay. So last night I worked on the windows to start to give you shape to the room. And we've got a moonscape right here on the other side. I'll be working on our little fairy over here to the right. And we've got a couple of little dolls here. And it looks like a monkey toy, as I've been enjoying coloring it for you. All right. So let's go to our last little fairy here. And I also need to know whether you guys, how your day is going, win, lose, or draw, and are there any birthdays or anniversaries? Ronnie says win. I thought I was going to have to go into a few stores tomorrow until I found out that the stores are offering pickups. That's a major win. Super. So Linda, how did you fix your broadcasting? We missed you last night. Guys, what about the rest of you? How's your day going? All right, let me change a couple of my setups here. And of course, my table's getting full of pencils again, which is a good thing because it means I've been busy. And who is coloring this with me tonight? Oh, you didn't get it fixed and Wally's phone was dead. Oh, it was? You mean just out of battery power? Okay, Tammy, you're coloring with me. Sherry, Wynn, finally done with Christmas shopping. Now on to wrapping. Carmen, you're coloring with me. And Linda says it just does it sometimes. Linda says, I do not like wow. Oh, you watched the program, you just couldn't hear. Okay. That's all right, Carmen. We'll power through this freezing. Who knows? Maybe it's the load on the internet because the holidays are coming up. You know, everybody's going to be getting new toys. All right. Let's work on our last little fairy here. That's all right, guys. Power through it. We don't want the little gremlins to win. All right, so I'm going to work with a light orange. So I'm going to go ahead and use it as my YouTube behave yourself. That's right. We've got work to do. Now, if you're not coloring this with me tonight, what are you coloring? And if you're not coloring at all, what are you doing? I know a lot of you like to watch and then color the next day. Oh, Sherry, you had to reboot. Okay. Isn't that adorable? Hello, Janie. Okay. So there's our base color of orange. And then I'm going to come in with my pink. Ronnie, you're working on a Christmas page that you started a few weeks ago. Gotcha. Okay, now I'm going to come in with a dark pink marker, or darker pink, water-based marker. And then I'll come in with a lighter pink marker, water-based, for the in-between stuff. And then I'm going to go back to my little booties. And on the darker part, I'm going to go in with my orange. So, in other words, the light around this is highlighting the outside. Okay. Way too cute. Now I'm going to come in with a dark orange. Let's see what we got here. It'll be a dark and medium orange with my pencils. And I'm working on this right-hand side because it's the furthest part away from the window. All right, let's get our little hat here. And I'm going to go down to the little booties. And I'm also going to add just a little bit of that dark closer to the toe. Okay. Now, Payne's Gray. Now I'm going to come back, and where these areas are a little darker, I'm very, very lightly going to scooch in a little bit of the Payne's Gray. Finger blend. Remember, when you're starting with your colors, you want to skim your pencil over the top. And then go back and do your layers. All right, now let's go down to the footies, and I'm just going to do a little bit at the bottom. Linda, were the doctors able to figure out why you're having vision problems? All right. Now I want to blend this a little better. So this is my darker orange. And then the Payne's Gray right near the edge. How cute is that? Not coloring, when you look down to color your right eye shuts, hard to fill the picture like that. Ah. Well, Linda, we still love having you in the group to chat. You can color vicariously by watching me. Okay. See, Linda, that'll just give you more time to harangue me. Okay, now we need to do our little face here. I put in my light color for you with the flesh color. And now I'm going to detail by coming in with my medium. Don't forget your hands. So Linda, as long as you don't look down, you're okay? Are you still able to crochet? Okay, now we're going to bring in our darkest color. Okay, and this is our darkest color. We're going around the edge. And still issues with the crocheting because when you look straight on, the eyelid is half closed. Linda, keep us updated, please. And you can still crochet because you feel the stitches with your fingers. Excellent. All right, check out the darker color here. I'm going to move over to my next elf here, or my next fairy, and I'm just going to darken this hand a little bit more. Okay. Yes, Ronnie, I did see what happened to Dawn's chicken coop today, and she was very, very lucky. So thankful that there wasn't extensive damage and none of the chickens were hurt. Okay, so let's go ahead and pink up our cheeks. Well, she's got good neighbors that saw it. All right, so here's our pink cheek. Her chicken coop, Carmen, from apparently one of her heating lamps burned part of the coop. Okay, I'm going to come back in with my lighter skin color, but none of the chickens were lost. It was one of the corners that caught. Let's see if I can find it here. Dawn is an admin of our group here, very supportive. All right. Exciting morning, she says, not. Something went off with the heat lamp in our coop. Girls are all safe. They were out for their morning stroll when it started. Thank God my neighbors neighbors drove by and saw it and helped with the water to douse the flames. It could have been much worse and made for an awful Christmas. Patching it up when Jim gets home in a few hours. There's a picture of the damage. And luckily it wasn't any worse, and luckily her neighbors saw what was going on. Yeah. Okay. Like Dawn doesn't already have enough excitement in her life. All right. Black pen. We're going to go ahead and detail the face a little bit more. Now I want you to notice that I'm doing the black last. Yeah, Dawn always has something going on. That's right. Now I'm going to go back to my other two fairies and just go ahead and darken in our facial features just a little bit. Way too cute. Okay. Isn't that adorable? Alrighty. And I forgot to do the little puff of our last elf here. So let's get a medium gray. And we're just going to tint that in a little bit. So there's a little bit of gray on the puff. We're leaving the rest of it white. And then we're going to very lightly shade the bottom part of the hat fur. A little bit of a finger blend there. Then we'll lightly shade underneath with our gray. And then we'll do the sleeve. All right, let me grab something here. You know, I've got to decorate our little orange guy here. I've got a little flower. Let me get my glue bottle. Now remember, you don't want to over decorate things. But our fairies are so darn cute. And we want to make them as joyous as possible. Let's see. Hard to decide. So we'll put our little glop on there. And I'll go ahead and use the pink. Excuse my arm. Now this is just small enough that it will completely fit on the hat. So just turn it until it fits. All right. There we go. And then I'm going to add some pink buttons to the front of the little outfit. So we'll carry that color all the way through. Now, you know I always tell you, don't get carried away with your decorating. You want your add-ons to enhance, not overwhelm. There you go. Isn't that cute as a button? Haha, pun intended. Okay, let's take a look at how this all looks. I'll decide later whether I want any more. Okay. Wings on our last fairy, very light blue. And then of course I'll add a little bit of glitter. Now you don't need much. And then we'll pop in Look how cute that is. Now remember, you've got to put your glitter on a little thick because as it dries, it tends to get a little less prevalent. So don't be afraid of your glue and glitter add-on. I mean, not glue, excuse me, your glitter glue add-on. There you go. How pretty is that? All right, let me pull out. So guys, what do you think so far? Details, guys, details. Well, hello, Tammy. I'll tell you, this picture is so darn joyful, and when you add all these little embellishments, it just really kicks it over the top. All right. Now we've got a few dolls floating around here. Oh my. Little teeny tiny. Now I had gone through and put the face color on them. So now I'm going to come through with a slightly darker brown. We're going to put some hair on there. And I'm going to do the same with my other one. And then we've got a little monkey doll over here, two of them. So I'm going to go through and very lightly put my base color on. How cute is that? Now, again, these are little tiny elements here, but that's okay. We can work them. Okay, then I'm going to come in with a little bit darker brown. And let's go ahead and add a little bit of dimension and features to these. Mamie. Hi, sweetie. Mamie, so glad to see you, Mamie. So glad to greet you. Okay, now because this area is so small, if I do a finger blend, it's gonna smear it. So I'm going to use my blender pencil very lightly. And then don't forget that we want to add a little bit of pink to those cheeks. Even on the dolls. Remember, guys, if you're going to use this book as a keepsake, and something that you can read through for your kids and grandkids, you really want to work on these details. All right. Now let's go back to our other two little dolls. And I'm going to start in with a light purple on my one on the left here. Now it's a little hard to go into detail with this because this one is so small. But that's okay. We can create our own detail if need be, right? All right, let's go to our second doll. Mamie, how's your evening been? I thought you were going to be out a little bit longer. Now, the reason water-based marker really works. Oh, it was great. Just for an hour. Okay. Yeah, Christmas at Graceland. Yeah. It's beautiful, isn't it? Okay, so there's our second little doll. Yeah, they spend a lot of time putting lights up for the year. I think it takes them like a couple months to get ready for the display. Okay. Now, we've got a lot of swirly things going on over the kids. So we've got like a lot of smoky blue and grays. So now I'm going to come in, see how we want to do this. I'm going to come in with a turquoise color. It's a little bit different than the other. Let's see. You want to make sure that the color you choose is a little bit different than the other blues that we put in the window. All right. So let me swatch this for you. This is the turquoise. And I'm also going to come in with a second turquoise, which is a little bit darker. So these are the two colors that you want. Kitty, hello. Okay. Now we're going to start with all our floaty smoky stuff around the kids. And I'm going to start out with my light turquoise. Now again, when you're doing this, trust the process. And what that means is it may look a little weird as you're starting, but trust me, it makes sense. See how I'm working around the hat of the little boy, the cat? Kitty, how's your day been today? Win, lose, or draw? Draw. Okay. Now make sure that your turquoise color is a little bit different than your window color. Now there's a little star here. We want to leave that open. We just want to color our little smoky wiggles here. Take your time. Okay. Everybody with me on this so far? Now I'm going to color these other little doodads blue, but don't color the stars. And I don't mean I meant turquoise, not blue. Let me pull out. Sherry, does that help? I'm just using a turquoise now. And it's the little fog that's around the fairies. All right, Sherry, let me know what you need to know to get back on track. I'm coloring around the third fairy at the moment. Oh man, that is so cute. Okay, now I'm between the 4th and 5th fairy. Of course, it would help if I were on camera. Kind of reminds me of a Disney movie when Tinkerbell had the trail of the fairy dust. Now again, I'm leaving the stars open, and don't forget to turn your pencil when you pick it up. How many of you are in that habit of turning your pencil when you pick it up without thinking about it? Ronnie, you're doing it? Good. Sherry, you can go a little darker with your turquoise. Remember, I've got a light and dark turquoise here. Just go a little bit darker than your window color. If it's too light and matching, just darken it up a little. Ronnie, you turn your pencil automatically? Oh man, this is coming out just so beautifully. Hold on, camera adjustment. All right, let me pull out so you can see the full effect. Is that not cool? So now we've got our fairies dancing in what looks like little, what do I want to say, smoke trails? Yeah, I'm not surprised about the broadcast issues because it's near the holidays. I think more people are online. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my darker turquoise. And I'm going to start detailing the little swirls. Now, even if you can't see the color difference of the grayscale, use your imagination and add your darker color on top of this. See what I'm saying? See how I'm adding a little circle here that I can't exactly see with the grayscale? Everybody see what I'm talking about? Anybody having any problem adding their darker color? Now, you don't have to add just circles. You can color in shading. See? Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. Happy Monday to one and all. Hello, Maggie. Allie says hi. Hi, Allie. How is Allie Oop doing today? Allie, tell me what you think of these little, what do you think of these little fairies? Sugar plum fairies. Hello, Lori. Oh man, this is just ridiculously cute, isn't it? Guys, how is yours turning out with this turquoise? Maybe we should call this turquoise that we're putting in, we'll call it fairy dust. Okay. Blender pencil. Very, very lightly. Just enough to smooth this out between the two turquoise color. How pretty is this? And look at the difference now this blending is doing. Do not scrub. All right, let's pull out. Now, notice on the left that it's more of a mist, more of a solid mist. You guys know that I do not like to use blender pencil on grayscale. Okay, one more touch to this. Prismacolor white. Let me pull in. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our white and we're going to highlight our curves. Now it's going to take 3 or 4 passes to do this to get your white light enough. And the whole idea of this white is that it really makes this look more misty. The trick is to color over the same area 5, 6, 7, 8 times. In other words, you just keep making your shape until it shows up. Can everybody see how I'm doing that? It will show through, and it does make a difference. Can you see that difference, guys? Yes, no, maybe. And this really makes it look like smoky cloud fairy dust. Oh, my little heart popped off. All right, we got to fix that. I'm not kidding. I make that, I just keep scrubbing at it until that white shows up. Let me put my little heart back on here. Well, la-di-da. Remember, you want to angle your heart. Okay, let's go back to making our little white misty look. I'm going to count out the stroke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, it eventually shows up. And my white prism colors crumble like you wouldn't believe. I think, like I said before, I think I've got counterfeits. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. White, and you'll eventually get the look that you want. And I like the Prismacolor because they're so soft. Oh, Ronnie, the white Prismas have been horrible for some time. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They're awful. let me pull out a minute. And I want you to see the difference. Let me see if this helps. I want you to see the difference between this left side that I've done, right, up to underneath fairy number 3, and the area over here where I haven't done anything at all. Merry Christmas to Allie. Merry Christmas. Merry, Merry Christmas to Allie. Merry Christmas to one and all. Merry, Merry Christmas to Allie. Thank you, Allie. Oops. All right, everybody see the difference between the two sides where I've added the white and where I haven't done it yet over here? It makes a difference. If anybody else care, oh, she loved you singing. I put my earbud in her ear, and what a great big smile came on her. Woo-hoo. All right. See how I'm highlighting the top of these curves? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish Allie a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Moggy, put the button again. We wish Allie a Merry Christmas. We wish Allie a Merry Christmas. We wish Allie a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. One more time. We wish Allie a Merry Christmas. We wish Allie a Merry Christmas. We wish Allie a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Did you hear that, Moggy? I really hope you guys can see the difference this white makes. Oh, I love you right back, Allie. Oops. Oh, she said that makes my heart shine. I thought I noticed a glow in my face. Was that from you, Allie? I knew something weird was happening. All right, everybody see how I'm highlighting this in white? And Michelle says, Merry almost Christmas. We wish Michelle a Merry Christmas. We wish Michelle a Merry Christmas. We wish Michelle a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry almost Christmas, Michelle. Michelle and Allie are the group's mascots. All right. And then, of course, just touch up anywhere that you need to highlight a little more. So, Michelle and Allie, did you talk to Santa Claus about what you wanted this year? Blossom. Hello, Blossom. All right. What do you think? Oh, Michelle says thank you, and she said you are the best colorist and she loves me. I loved you too, Michelle. Oh, Allie wrote him a letter, and the next morning it was gone, and Chippy the elf was there to watch over her, and Russ to be sure they were behaving and having lots of fun. Oh. Blossom, you've got to drive again in a few minutes? Oh, Blossom, I'm so pleased you stopped by. Michelle and Allie, how do you like the picture? Now, guys, this is why I wanted you or want you to pace me so I could show you these effects. Oh, Michelle says good. All right. We have Michelle's stamp of approval. Okay. I'm at a good stopping point. I hope you've been enjoying this. Okay, Blossom, we'd love to have you pop in tomorrow. Even if you can't stay, just pop in, okay? Blossom, I don't know if you're keeping me on play while you're driving. You can hear me sing off-key Christmas songs. Okay, let's go to our second picture. Ruth Sanderson. So last night I worked on her gown. We've got pink and maroon on here. I used pink water-based marker and then put the maroon pencil over the top. And then we worked on the candle with the orange and the yellow. Okay. Now, while I'm at it, I'm going to go back. I've got 3 candles at the top, which someone who shall remain nameless already went ahead and colored in. But who would do that, says Maggie. But that's okay, you did it right. Now, whenever you have candles like this against the background, you want to do them first to shine. And then we can go in and fool around with the background. So here's our yellow. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Now I can't get that sound out of my head, that song. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay. Now we want our glow, right? So we're going to put a little orange on there. Yeah, I know last night I couldn't get the Nutcracker song out of my head. Dun da 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 dum, dun da 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 dum. Dun da dun da 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 dun, dun da dun da 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 dun, da dun da dun da dun da dun da dun da 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 dum. Okay. Let's get our second candle here. Sherry, are you seeing this now? And then our little bit of orange on the flame. All right. And then our third one. And our orange for that glow. Isn't that pretty? Oh, you see that sharpening our pencils is going to be a thing in the near future? How so, Ronnie? What do you mean? Dun, da, 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 da. All right. Oh, the horses, pine needles, and pine cones. You are absolutely right. You are very observant. Okay. Miss Sherry, good night. Love it that you stopped by. Hopefully we'll see you Christmas Eve and Christmas. I'll be here. Okay. Good night, Sherry. Good night, Sherry. Good night, Sherry. So glad you made it tonight. Red candle. All right, now I'm going to use the fine tip and get in between our little the greenery. And then I'm going to come in with green. Now, these are my Ohuhu markers. They've got a bulky end and a fine tip. Let me do the other one here while I'm here. Now, remember I told you is touch your finger to the marker. That way it gets rid of that little blob that usually is left. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Oh, Ronnie, good. Glad to hear you're using your Cali Arts. Oh, how pretty is this with the red and green? Okay, now, the candle that she's carrying is not a Christmas color because it's a standard candle, right? So we can make that a blue. And remember, if you keep going over an area with your water-based markers, it's going to darken it. So I'm going to make the wax dripping off a little darker than the candle itself. Now, while I'm here with my markers, we've got 2 candy canes on this sock. So let's go ahead and get those stripes done. All right. Now, I want to remind you how great this fireplace looks because we used black and Payne's gray. Remember to always do that, guys. You start with your Payne's Gray and then you highlight with your black. It makes it look so much richer. And if anybody asks you why you do that, you say, because ILene told me to. Okay. Now, I'm going to do these poinsettias, but we've already got a reddish nightgown. So I'm going to go to Google. And let me look up a poinsettia. Poinsettia plant, and then I'm going to click on images. Okay, so the reason there are pale green poinsettias. So I've clicked on images. Actually, because I used pink on the nightgown, we can go with vivid red. So I'm going to do that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so watch how I do this. Yeah, I know that there are different colors, Ronnie, but most people are used to red. Yes, Ronnie, it will be the same red that I used for the candy cane and the candle on the fireplace. You are welcome. Now, don't jump ahead of me on these. So what I'm going to do, we'll see how it looks. I'm going to do a red center, but I'm leaving a little bit of an edge. Everybody see that? Now, you know when I show you coloring stuff that I like to show you different ways of coloring things. So that's why, for example, let's see if I can go to my thicker one here. That's why, for example, I'm leaving this edge with my poinsettias. You don't want to do the same thing that everybody else and their mother are doing. Right? Okay, let's try this red here. Whoop. Hold on, gotta find it. You know that there's a method to my madness. Isn't that pretty? That's right. Trust. Yeah, it's Ronnie, it's trust the process. Process. Okay, let's do the next one. Yeah. Gotta love that autocorrect. Guys, the whole thing that you want to do. Yeah, that's fine, Ronnie. Don't apologize for asking questions. Good grief. Joy to the world. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Mama got run over by a reindeer. I haven't heard that song. Oh man, this is so pretty. And see, the thing is, I keep telling you what's the most important part of your page, and the answer is the part that you're working on. So right now, I'm going out of my way to make these poinsettias look different than what most people would color them. That's the idea. I would say that's the point, but that's kind of a play on words, isn't it? All right. Janie, good night. All right. So now we'll come down here. Oh man, this looks so cool. Okay. When Michelle was in a special ed Christmas program, her class was singing Jingle Bells as they came on stage until Michelle saw the Christmas tree and began singing Oh Christmas Tree. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, la da 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 dum, da 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 da. Da 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 da. That was for you, Michelle. Oh, the whole class changed the song. That's funny. Oh man, this evening is just flying, isn't it? Oh, Michelle says thank you. Oh, Michelle, you're welcome. Okay. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Oh, Gilbert had just mentioned that he couldn't believe it was almost 11. That's right. We've been having such a good time tonight. The time's just been flying. Woo-hoo. Oh, I love these poinsettias. I do, I do. Okay, so the center now. Hold on, gotta make sure my green's working. Not working. Okay, gotta switch to pencil. Plan B. Ronnie, is Gilbert watching us with you? Okay, here's our green for the very center. I think I want a lighter green. There we go. Whoop. Dropped my pencil and it went somewhere. Don't you hate that when you drop a pencil and you're like right there? Oh, it went into the trash can. Okay. All right, little lighter green. And I'm going to use that lighter green on our leaves. Oh, he can see the screen, but he can't hear because you're wearing headphones. Gotcha. Well, Ronnie, tell Gilbert that I said hello and Merry Christmas. Okay. How pretty is that? Then I'm going to go back to the center with pink. How pretty is that? He said thank you and Merry Christmas to all the coloring buddies. Cool. Oops, I missed a green. Now I'm debating about whether I want to color my edges of my poinsettias pink. Or just leave them white. Why don't you guys decide? Do you want me to color them pink? Oh, I need to use a tissue. Hold on, be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. I'll leave that go for a few minutes until you guys decide whether you want me to color the edges pink or leave them white. Okay, guys, what do you think so far? All right. Carmen, that's pretty funny. She says, I'm in shock because you're talking about not coloring an area on your coloring page. Who are you? And what did you do with ILene? Oh, Carmen, you're just so funny. So everybody wants them white. I think they look phenomenal white. And when we start to do the bricks and stuff, that'll really show up. All right, so now you have a new way about how to color poinsettias. Okay, let's color a chair. Miss Tammy, good night. I'm on for another 15 minutes. Oh, Gilbert says looks great. Okay, I'm going to come in with my alcohol marker. Now, remember I told you that when you take your caps off of your alcohol markers, point your marker away from your picture, because sometimes when you pull the cap off, it sprays little, not sprays, but you get little droplets of the color on your coloring page. So let's go ahead and get our base color in of our brown. Now remember how I told you, don't quite color up to the edge until you can figure out how much bleed your markers do off to the side. Now remember I also told you, take nice even strokes with your marker, and that way you'll avoid streaks. All right. Now be careful about not overlapping your marker, because remember that makes that area that you overlap a little darker. So you want to be a one-stroke wonder when you do this. Isn't that beautiful? All right. Now, while I'm here, I'm going to go up to my mantle, and I'm going to come in with a darker brown than the chair. Now remember, this is just our base color. And we need to be really careful around our detail. This is not the time to sneeze or have your hand jerk. All right, let's see if I can get a little closer. And then you can watch me wobble. Which makes me think of, remember those toys, Weeble Wobbles? Was that the right name? Wibble, Wibbles wobble, Weeble wobble, but they don't fall down. Yeah. Okay, let me turn this sideways. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Guys, we are too easily amused. Oh, there's a song to that? Okay. Little weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Okay. Let me turn this back the other way. Hold on, let me get back here. Whoop, where am I? I'll have to look up that commercial on YouTube. Take your time. Oh man, that looks so good. Okay, let me pull out. Check it out. Yeah, that's a good one, the Santa and the M&Ms. You know what? There used to be a commercial, and it always, they are real. Yeah. Do you guys remember the little, they do exist, and then everybody passes out. Do you guys remember the commercial that had the Norelco shaver and the Santa? And the Norelco shaver, it was a round, kind of a triangular one, and this little Santa was sitting on it, and they had it going over the little hills. That always would make me think that it was Christmas time. Okay, guys, look how cute that's looking. Oh, and the California. Ronnie, yes, the under the mantle is the same brown, but I'm going to be shading and shadowing everything. I just put it in as a base color. Okay, Ruth Sanderson, Christmas Magic is the book. It's called The Night Before Christmas is the book by me. Oh, the Budweiser Clydesdale horses, you bet. I really love how both these projects are coming together. Okay, guys, I'm done for the evening. Have a great rest of the evening. I'll see you tomorrow night. Yeah, the razor commercial, Ronnie. Love on each other. That's what we're known for. Please share this broadcast. I hope you shared it when we started. Like I said, love on each other. That's what our group is known for. I'll see you tomorrow night. Same time, same place. Oh, Maggie, you're going to have your annual gingerbread competition. Cool. Take care. Like I said, have a great rest of the evening. And I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. No mercy, we are a super competitive family. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Bye.